John Phillip.
It's John Phillip, okay.
And that was his wife, Annie Lou. They were first cousins. That was a bad idea to get married, but they did it anyway. It's none of my business. But old Ralph was a... See, Ralph, he bought the others out, and he got a highfalutin woman. I forgot where she's from. And they fixed that place up pretty good. But then they fell out, and Ralph got doing real ugly. He was an ugly acting devil. And he was going around with this woman, and he had his wife, and he would bring her down here, and you drive up there, and you hear the shoes fall on the floor, and you'd ask him who was that, and he said he didn't know he wasn't.
Who's bird right here? Zeke, I want to get a casual messenger before I leave here.
Well,
where are they on sale in front of the drugstore?
You can go into the messenger office. They might. I believe some of the stores do. I believe you. Well, there's two areas. We can stop by the others.
I want to get one so that I can.
Now, Uncle Tom.
From you to these people I know that
Uncle Tom was my grandmother's brother, and he didn't want to go off to the wars, so he hired a substitute to take his place.
This is for Civil War?
Yeah. And the substitute didn't show up, never did show up. So they arrested Uncle Tom. He was taken to Richmond and put in prison. He stayed there until they got another. Now he went on then. He went on. Well, that's what happened.
Now, who did he marry first?
Uncle Tom?
Yeah.
He married two Slades.
Okay. He married Isabella.
And
was it a Hannah?
Harriet. Was it Harriet?
Could have been.
I got it at home. He married two Slades. They were sisters.
Right.
And the second one said she married Uncle Tom. She didn't particularly like him because he was mean. He had a lot of qualities she didn't admire.
Right.
But she wanted to protect her nieces and nephews, so she married, and then she, Don the old fool, she bred several children by him. And she died, and then he married Mary Jo Burkholder.
Right.
Had children by her.
Now he had about 15 or 20 kids, didn't he? Something like that.
Yeah, I expect he had 16. He was active. Very active. Now Douglas, I forgot about Douglas. He was a nice chap. He came from the last Union. Douglas came over home once when I was a child, just as drunk as a fool. And it was cold, and he said, "Cousin Betty, could you take me in for the night?" I said, "I'm drunk." He said, "Well, that's all right, just so you behave properly here." He spent the night with us, and so was the judge the next morning.
somebody had taken care of the cemetery in the past.
Well, Ralph and Bobby Lee came out here, and
They definitely took care of it.
but Bill and their son, little
Which war? It was World War II?
World War II. But his father was William Lee also. And he was in World War I. But that whole family was wiped out were all gone by World War II by the time it was over.
Let's take a picture of that over.
Take a picture of what? Oh, okay.
That's what we knew on how to function. Put it on film.
Yeah.